Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from My Stand Gamers, and welcome. So today I want to show you one of my projects that didn't go quite well. Now, I spent a good few hours trying to get this thing work, tried loads of different solutions. Basically, it is a drill ring. The idea of this can roll across sort of a mining area and drill as it goes. Now, the reason this didn't really succeed is because I didn't find a way of making it rotate successfully. I tried sticking wheels, pistons inside, and obviously if you've got any ideas to get this to work, then we'll put in the comments below as well. So the first little version is over here. And the idea of this was I would drop this out the back of a ship, a very simple sort of drill mechanism. Well, it's not simple at all, it's bloody 6,000 hinges abducted by Clang himself. So as we access this, if we bring our character over here, we can access this, we can access the drills, and we can actually start working our way into this sort of mining deposit. Extremely loudly, as you can see. The problem is it built a little donut in the middle. Now, originally the plan with the donut in the middle was to create a guide point so it actually shaft down, but if I actually use the reverse sort of drilling function now, you'll see that it doesn't like to really come down straight. Now, even if I do turn all the thrusters off, if we do that now, for instance, let's turn the thrusters off. Get all thrusters off in this direction and turn them all off. You'll see we'll drop to the ground here. And we'll use that area in the center as some sort of guidance. But the more I actually do this, so if we actually reverse back off and get a little bit of a view from a distance here, you'll notice that we start building a little bit of a shaft, but we travel down too fast. And the ore deposit just doesn't get vacuumed up like I'd like it to happen. So you can see we're dropping down. The ship is actually staying intact because we've got the hinges at each point. So there we go. Nothing too special. Well, I'll show you the larger version. Now, the larger version, the idea was that you need a bigger shaft in the middle, and you just roll it across the landscape, and you could just pick up the top layer of ore. Well, that didn't work either, and I'll try to show you why that didn't work. So for the moment, we'll just get ourselves out of that little ship down there, and we'll bring ourselves over here. We'll press Control X on that. We'll put this over this ore deposit here. So there's two ways I was thinking of using this. Number one, you drop it down like this. Now watch when you drop this, it drops like a big slinky, like you drop one down the stairs, so you can see all the drills actually hit together like that. And now it's been dropped into the ground. So let's actually begin. Oh god, we've gone back onto the one over here. Let's go back, bring our character into this position, and let's begin drilling this section to see how this works. We're going to have to add the drill back to the menu. So now with the drill on the menu, we can start drilling ourselves down. So it's going to take a second to activate. But the idea with this one is a very fast sort of drill. We're using that central shaft once again to guide it as it goes down. But with the central shaft being so large, it actually creates some problems in itself. Let's retract a little bit further away. It is very nice, this one, in the fact that it goes down, but the problem is them hinges are just too weak, and it causes more issues there than it's actually worth. So really back to the drawing board with this version. So the final idea I kind of had was, if we get out of that vehicle for the minute, we paste it back up here on the surface, and then we delete this old one. We've got, oh god, we'll delete, we'll find that one in the sky in a second. Okay, we've got that one that was kind of launching itself into space. And what I wanted to attempt to do with it, just to like roll it down a hill to see what I actually did. And I realized there was some quite good off-road potential in this thing. So we've got quite a steep sort of ridge up here, and we're just going to add it to this sort of zone here. If it had some wheels in the middle of it, powering it, like I tried originally, it works to a certain extent, but then it just starts to rip off. So once this wheel starts going, there's not really much that can stop it. So let's actually get inside this cockpit if we can. Grab ourselves in there, and as we're rolling down this hill, what we'll attempt to do is activate... Oh god, I've jumped out. God, that's not good. Pop ourselves back into this area and get us a nice perspective as it goes down the hill. There we go. We are going down the hill very nicely indeed. And it can actually withstand quite an impact. I'll say that now, and it'll break up when it hits the ground below. Oh god, it has. It's broke up a little bit. Oh, have we broke up? Yeah, we've lost one of the tracks. But an impact like that down a steep ravine like that is not too bad. It was just making it so it could roll across the sort of planet's surface. Oh god, that tail's whipping across. We've lost like a drill off the top. Another little option that I was thinking of is maybe dragging something like this behind a ship. or having it drop in, maybe stick sort of a pin through the center, drop it into an area, let it mine down. Obviously, this is overly complicated and not functional at all. That whole section is now broke off as it continues to roll in this direction. We are inside it, I believe, so let's actually activate our drills, put them on the tab there, and we'll begin drilling like a maniac and see exactly what happens. Now, if I remember correctly, this one was very fast at drilling, and if you drill in this direction, it doesn't fall as part. Oh god, the other drill bit's fallen down the side of the hole, hasn't it? So now we're going off stable. So now the problem when I found out drilling this way is there's nothing to centerize the drill, so it means that you kind of start to wobble to the side as you're drilling through it. But I just kind of thought this was rather interesting to show you. I'm going to show you going down one more hill just to show the flex and the awesomeness in the hinges themselves. So I found myself an Earth-like planet to do a few more tests. This case, we've just got ourselves a very sort of steep but very smooth ridge. So I thought this would be nice to get this up to some speed just to see what it looks like and how it actually flexes inside here as we move. Now, if we take the sort of steep angle too steep, then we're going to get some really weird results. But at this current moment of time, oh god, it's really flexing now. It's like one of them bubble things when it goes down a hill. God, imagine if you're inside there trying to run across it. Okay, we've got a steep bit at the bottom. We're picking up some serious speed. It looks like we're going to hit that bit at the bottom and anything could happen here. Might even just explode. So we've got a little bit of a jump. Let's see what happens as it rolls over the area. Oh god, it's lost a part. Massive air. And it's continuing going. Oh, it's got like a whipping tail. Oh, that reminded me of one of them Star Wars droids then, for some reason. Oh god, it's deteriorating now. The drills are coming apart. Parts are ripping off. It's impacting into the ground. I tell you though, these hinges are not too bad. I mean, it's not really ruining my frame rate. Like, I think a few months back, this sort of test in Space Engineers would completely destroy your game. But look at this, it's rolling away perfectly. And it's not even causing too much frame lag. I've still got 30 frames at the very minimum here. Look at that. I've got a little bit of a dent in the side and it's continuing rolling. If I had managed to find some way of getting this to roll by itself, I've tried gyroscopes, I've tried wheels to a certain extent. Maybe I need a piston sort of driven wheel system around the side, but more you'll have to think about it. You'll have to give me some ideas, maybe how I can fix this thing, keep it rolling. Oh god, what's happening there with that little drill bit? Oh god, it's just pushed it back into place, that's fine. And it looks like it's slowing itself down. Since that's not damaged it enough, I think we need to continue testing this. I think we need to drop it off a much steeper sort of cliff. Maybe we can try putting it down this valley. I don't know, that just looks a bit too steep. Maybe it won't really test it at all. Let's go with this bit. This is just a nice steep cliff for it. And we'll put it right on the edge. It's already a little bit damaged, so we'll just have to see how it handles this part. I'm not really looking for some super off-road potential test. Oh god, I think it's got stuck. Yeah, it's got itself stuck. Let's see if we've got a bigger hill. Look at that one. Ooh, look at this sort of slope as well. It's a really nice sort of angle. Let's drop it, let's say, maybe about here. Oh, there's a lot of ridges, though, in this hill we've got to take into consideration. So we'll just place it right up at the top here. We could go a little bit higher. And we'll drop that in. And see how it does. It's already damaged, but them hinges should put up with a little bit of this sort of ricketiness. It's going to gain a lot of speed very fast. Them drill bits on the bottom really need to come off or it's going to cause it some hazards. I wonder if it'll take out these trees or not. The tail's whipping left and right side. If that was coming down a hill towards you, I would just probably clear out the way. Oh god. Not good at all. Now everything's coming down like snow. Now, I wanted to show you this thing because it took me a while building it. And it kind of had some interesting results, but at the same time, it just didn't have any real purpose or application, even though I tried to apply it to multiple different tasks. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time, hopefully with a little bit more of a functional design. Make sure to hit that like button.